So this is something which quite many people would consider in future, and which people have considered in the past, continue to do so, is that should um, people be proud of their caste? Should Brahmins be proud of their caste? Should Kshatriyas be proud of their caste, etc.? And what would be Dalits respond to it? Well, I'm not a Dalit, and I'm not an SC or ST, but what I could say is that there is certainly, in this time when caste has been secularized to a certain extent, in the sense that caste now means more than which is an upper caste or a lower caste, and it means more than upper caste or lower caste, and it means about how much wealth does people in that particular caste possess, how much wealth does people of those castes, how much united are they, how united are they, how they would be organizing themselves, etc. So those material interests, when they have become exclusively of what caste stands for, and caste has just become another identity for getting these material benefits, or for using these material benefits of some other political vote banks or whatever it is, then I guess caste would not be ending soon. So definitely out of this aspect, and then of course um, out of the out of the historical and cultural contribution that people of these castes have played, especially among, you could always, one of the caste who are like one of the people who I see are most proud of their caste are Rajputs, because we see about the heroic Rajputs who fought the battles, and all those things. So clearly you have a cultural aspect towards it, you have secular aspect towards it, materialistic aspect towards it, and when you have all these aspects towards it, then one thing for sure, that caste won't be easily going away from India. Secondly, because many people now cling to an identity which has set itself apart from untouchability, and because it has set itself apart from untouchability, that is to say, people are proud of caste, people are proud of their caste. Let's say a Rajput is proud of being Rajput, yet in the same manner, just as he is proud of being Rajput, he doesn't undermine a Dalit or any other, however an SC person wants to call his caste or whatever it is, position. When a person at that particular point of time, the fact that one wants to annihilate caste becomes all the more problematic, all the more challenging, because people have now accepted you as equals and have given you the chance to stand at the same foot as you are. They have given you the chance, and they are respecting you for respecting you with your caste identity, and have no problem, if you guys also, like, if in the sense that if Dalits also have the caste groups, and they are equally proud of their identity, they equally collate the economic and other resources that people have, and share among themselves to uplift the community within those castes. I guess then at that particular point of time, and when clearly one hates untouchability, allows for secularization of the weaker caste, and forming of caste groups among the weaker caste, and even playing a political vote bank over it, uh, then I don't see a reason why people won't see it problematic if people ask for annihilation of caste. I guess if not for annihilation, if annihilation of caste fails, then certainly what Ambedkar says, I'm not sure whether Ambedkar really said this or not, but I had seen in one of the documentaries that he had said this, which was on Bhim Army, that if you fail to annihilate caste, be proud of your own caste, be proud of your own identity. Some people in modern day, in Uttar Pradesh, in Uttar Pradesh have, you know, started claiming the identity of being Dalit as not Dalit, but let's say being proud of, the caste that they showed in the documentary was the caste Chamar. So they found this Chamar tower, etc. So they were proud of their caste identity, and they clearly saw that they were discriminated throughout these years, but they are now growing, and they want to fight the caste, the untouchability in all that aspect. So now here we clearly see that this could be a better way as well. If you cannot annihilate caste, then sure, you have to some way compete with already formed caste associations, etc. But do form your caste association, collate all the resources, get a political backing, and yeah, make sure that it goes in that manner. So kind of everyone, at least in on the aspect of caste, especially on and caste associations and the economic resources of caste associations and the political vote bank that associations play, and the political voice of members of this caste, at least there one could have an equal, equal share of fight and argument, and there is no dominance of upper caste or lower caste, etc. So and also on the aspect that, should Brahmins be proud of their caste, or should anyone be proud of their caste in general? I guess it depends. I would not see it unproblematic that if a person, one could definitely differ from my argument, but if a person is actually proud of his identity, let's say for example, for me as a Roman Catholic, the Roman Catholic Church has done lot many bad things in, and people of the Roman Catholic Church representing the Roman Catholic Church have done lot many bad things, and it has an institution as well, has been, seen lot many bad things happening in it. Yet the very fact that there is a Catholic identity in me, doesn't make me a person who is anti-humanistic, or who hates humanity, or who hates welfare, or whatever it is, love, peace, and all those things. So clearly those anti, let's say, pagan or anti-Islamic or anti, uh, hatred towards non-Catholics was seen by the Catholic Church. But yet, me being proud of the Catholic identity doesn't mean that I am not aware of the dark past of the Catholic Church, and also doesn't mean that I am not, apologetic for it. I am apologetic for, I apologize for all the mistakes, and I'm sorrowful, and I'm apologetic for all the mistakes that my community did. At the same time, I'm proud of my community and its identity, and I'm also proud of its, with the contribution that it has done to this, to the entire world. Similarly, one could say for Brahmins, um, is that though we know that there was a lot of discrimination done by Brahmins, in many aspects on toward in India, in generation of caste or whatever it is, there was much of domination. But at the same time, one has a right to be proud of his Brahmin identity and his caste identity. At the same time, if he is ready to apologize for whatever wrongs that was done in the name of the caste, he might say that that's not perhaps the correct interpretation of the Hindu scriptures. But at the same time, if he acknowledges that those things done were wrong, I guess he also has a right to be happy for those things that Brahmins perhaps did right and did contribute for the society in India. And yeah, so one could be proud of his caste identity, and everyone could be proud of the caste identity. It's their choice. But I guess, yeah, they could be. I mean, you could very well try to differ from that their argument the way it is, but I don't think so. But I guess one would go too far if you try to demonize them for being proud of their caste identity.